Hello and welcome. This is Mousegunner, and we're back with some more Neo Scavenger. And I had a fight with a couple dogs here, and I got pretty cut up here. So I only have one clean rag at the moment, so I'm going to want to do the area that is looking the worst. And it looks like this bit of my arm is the worst off. So when we can get more bandages, I'll try and deal with that. But for the meantime, what is all the conditions we have? Caffeine rush, okay. Bleeding, minor pain, weakened immune system, blisters on foot, parched, and freezing. All right, well, we're going to try and deal with some of that right now. So I'm going to scavenge. We're going to scavenge the forest. And I'm going to use my botany skill to help us find some loot. And what we have here is the search of the forest seems to almost flourish in the absence of human life. There's a good chance one could find food and raw materials in here if they knew what to look for. Just watch out for creatures that make this forest their home and hunting ground. All right, so we just did that. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what we found. So we found some water. That's going to be important. We have edible berries, poison berries, and edible berries. So red poison. We don't want to eat that. We also have a death cap mushroom. I'm going to assume death cap means don't eat it. All right, so we'll eat the edible berries. This should give me some thirst back. Okay, we can also build ourselves a fire and try and deal with our thirst and other things through that, because we can purify the water. When we're done purifying the water, we can drink it, obviously. And I can also cook up the dogs and get some thirst back from that as well. So let's go ahead and just do that right now. I'm, of course, going to need to end a turn here. Damn, there's a ton of dogs. Okay, what just happened there? We've got player's makeshift rag shoe has fallen apart. Player's barefoot and cannot travel as easily. Player has lost blood, affecting their activities somewhat. We are getting better, though. Finally, we've got a green arrow going in the right direction, so that's really good. Our whole body is an inflammatory, potentially fatal state. Let's take a look at that. I think we might be... yeah, we have sepsis again. I think we just died. And that's not my... I don't think there's anything I could do about that, to be honest with you. I think it was because it took us so long to get medical attention in the early game when I had all those cuts. I got an infection, and I don't have any means of fighting the infection, so now I'm going to die, pretty much. I don't think sepsis is recoverable with what means I have. It's possible. I mean, we do have a green arrow going this way, but I think this is just ended my fate. We'll see what we can do, but what I am going to do is just try and survive. So we're going to end our turn. Well, no, we're not going to end our turn. We're going to craft. So first things first, we're going to use the forest to craft. I sure hope that eating the berries didn't do that. But I guess it's always possible, but I don't know what else I could have done there. Okay, so we got ourselves some wooden things. We can now make a fire with our trapping skill. I mean, you can kind of see with... Oh, I must have that one setting on again. There we go. But as you can see, with this playthrough, the build that we have could be successful. It just... We're not getting the best luck, unfortunately. Okay. Firm. Now we've got a nice big fire. I'm going to focus on getting sterilized water first. Although the injuries that I have might call for... I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I'm going to have to sterilize the water. Drink it. I think what we do in this case is we cut up the dogs and we eat them, because I will get some thirst back by eating the dog. And this is something that I can do. Where is my shiv? There it is. No, I don't want to skin it. I want to butcher it. There we go. I guess we could use the multi-tool for that. Okay, let's get the big chunk of meat first. And fire. And I'll get the other chunks of meat in here too, just so that we can cook them all at once. That's going to be it for the turn, though, I guess. So we'll just wait. Okay. Players makeshift rag shoe. That's not new. Players warmed a little bit by the flame. Player is warmed by campfire, but also easier to spot. Players carrying a heavy load, and their movement rate is much slower. Okay. And we're getting sick again. I think I think I have died, but I'm gonna try my best to survive here. So, as we were just about to do, I'm gonna grab these sticks. I'm gonna grab the meat. And we're gonna try and craft our survival here. Okay, so we've got some dog meat cooking. Okay, so that's our turn. Whatever was causing us to only have one action per turn was really, is really hurting me. That's one of the biggest things that hurt me. Okay, let me go into our inventory. I'm going to start eating the cooked stuff. So I'm going to have to be careful to make sure I'm only eating cooked, though. Okay, so we're not really as thirsty now. This is cooked. Okay. This is cooked. And this is cooked. Okay. So we're partway there. But, again, the sepsis is probably going to kill me. So, I'm going to go ahead and end my turn now. And cross my fingers that I don't die. And we died. Well, that run was going well at stages. I think that was the right build. It just... Unfortunately, we had some really bad luck in the early stages of the game. Alright, well, I'm going to do a new game. And we have plenty of time in this video, so why not we pack this into this video. So, what we're going to do is... We're going to do a new run, but I'm going to change it up slightly. I still think that melee is right. For the early stages of the game to get you through combat. And not only that, we can make the spears and everything. I think that's good. I think trapping is a necessity. You have to have trapping. And I also think that botany is a necessity. So that only gives us 3 points to work with. I liked metabolism because it made me not have to eat as much food and everything. I also like the idea of lockpicking, perhaps. In that one playthrough, very early on, we got to a locked storage thing, and if we'd been able to open that, that might have really helped me for my survival, but I didn't get that luck. Another idea that I could have is just do something that makes searching more effective, but less risky, or I don't know. I just don't feel like mechanic skill really helped me in most circumstances. So, maybe metabolism is the right call? That or lockpicking. I'm torn between that and lockpicking. I feel like lockpicking doesn't come up all that often, and there's ways around it. Like, for instance, we had a crowbar in that playthrough, but there's no guarantee we'll get a crowbar. So it's tough. I think I am going to go metabolism in this run, just to see if we can survive a little bit more easily. And then... Ooh... Ooh, medicine. That could be really powerful. The problem with that is I don't have... I could take insomnia, give us a point back. It makes sleeping less effective. We take insomnia and then we take medicine. Yeah, so this will give us detailed information about our current state, and it will also give us more option as far as crafting for medical stuff. I think this is really important. Let's go with this run. All right, let's go ahead and confirm this on up. Okay, so same thing we've seen before. We wake, there's a dog. So what do we have here? Emergency dump another stasis tank, or use knowledge of plants. I really don't know what this does, but we have a new skill here. Let's do medic. Let's see what it does. From the control panel, you could call up the emergency stasis evacuation code. Doing this will override the normal thawing procedure and dump an entire tank's contents onto the floor instantly. The rush of sub-freezing fluid might scare off the monster, and maybe the monster will go for the sleeper instead of you. Okay. Reality show star or dump the CEO. Reality show star, those are wastes of space. Okay, punching in the code for the celebrity, you rush back to your own tube and reseal it. Tank 1 starts to hum, and the seal breaks with a roaring rush of fluid. The room squeals and flexes with the chilling cold of the liquid nitrogen covering the floor. Within moments, the nitrogen is boiled off at room temperature, leaving a frozen mansicle on the floor. Initially, the dogman backs off, unsure of the commotion that just occurred. However, hunger quickly replaces concern as the swell of thawing flesh catches his attention. He starts dragging the body off, probably to his lair, and his career was just warming up. Okay, so we sacrificed one of these guys in the cryo chambers for our survival. I guess that's cold-blooded. All right, well, we learned that good deeds definitely go punished in this game, so maybe that was the right course of action. Let's search the console for records just to do that. So we're still Philip Kindred, so on and so forth. Okay, there's nothing else to do but to leave. Let's do that. Okay, so we're out and stuff. Okay, so we have our same situation we've seen before. As far as stuff that is here, we do have glass. Might be worth taking some with us just for the meantime. So I'll grab some of this glass and put it in my hand. Can we use that as a weapon? We can use that as a weapon. So if it comes down to it, we can. Oh, as a matter of fact, I can make it into a shiv right now. Okay, we've made ourselves a shiv. Let's go to the character screen here. It's not a very durable shiv, but that is okay. Now we have ourselves a shiv to use as a weapon. Probably better than a glass shard. As far as we go medically, we're perfectly fine. We are barefoot, though. Okay, let us go straight to this area. Same description we've seen in the past. And let's scavenge the area. Okay, so we have a bunch of abandoned mobile homes. Let's confirm. Okay, there's not going to be a high chance of getting anything here, but we'll try nonetheless. Okay, rotted floorboard. Your foot slips through the rotting floorboard, causing you to trip. Scrapes and bruises sting for a little while, but thankfully it wasn't more serious. No useful items found here. Okay, so we have a couple scratches and bruises. I hate this early on getting these things happening to you. We have no means. Oh, and we also shredded our only means of clothing, too. That sucks. Okay, well, this run is already going pretty poorly, but that's the way this game is. All right, let's go to another and go. Okay, we found some items, so it's not completely a loss. Okay, the can is going to be super important. So important that I don't feel like we have a choice here. I have to leave other things behind. I can take some string with me, I guess. Okay, well, it's better than nothing. Let's continue on looking around at this area. Okay. No useful items. Scavenge. Firm. Okay, we found more stuff. Mostly just thread and assorted small parts. I really don't have anything I can do with this, though, because I have no means of carrying any of it. So that's going to be that. Okay, let's move on. I am going to go up on top of this. Oh, I guess that's it. So let's end our turn. So I'm bleeding. I can't do anything about that. Okay. Okay, we found some more ruins. And some more ruins. Let's go here when it's our turn. Okay. Let's first look at what items are here. So we've got a bottle, and that's about it. It still shows me wearing... Oh, okay. I don't know. I guess I was mistaken. I guess we didn't shred that. All right. Scavenge. We do have a storage shed. We'll start with that. Pretty safe, but not a lot of chance that we'll find anything. And then we'll scavenge the abandoned apartment building. And confirm. Okay, it looks like we found a lot of items, but we did make noise. Okay, crowbar, very important. I'm gonna stick that on my back for now. What is its? Okay, it's not that bad a condition. Come on. Okay, and then outside of that, we just mostly got rags. We have a paper. I don't care about that recipe. We have some saltine crackers that I'm thinking about just eating. We also have jelly bears that I can eat. I'd much rather have that than the string, because we can find string anywhere. Okay. Let us continue scavenging. Okay, that's actually it there. All right, I'll go down here. Oh, and I do want to take a look at this medical. Minor cut, minor pain, minor bruising, minor pain. Okay. Oh, here we go. Blood supply, immune system, and pain tolerance. I think these are new. So mostly it's our blood supply that is not great, but we are improving that now that we're no longer, I guess, bleeding. We're no longer bleeding? Yeah, we're no longer bleeding. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and scavenging here. Okay, a lot of places, so we'll confirm. And we can use the crowbar to make our chance to find loot better, but I don't think we're going to do that. And it looks like we're okay with that. That's normal water. We've got a makeshift noise trap. That would actually be really good. I do want that water, but unfortunately I can't do anything with it right now because I don't have any means of carrying anything. So we're going to have to continue to scavenge here when we get a chance. Okay, we're already in combat here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and demand this guy's surrender. See if he'll cooperate. Okay. He advances towards me. I'm going to advance towards him. Okay, he advanced towards me. I advanced towards him. We're still not within range to attack each other yet, so I'm just going to advance. This is very dangerous, this particular event. Okay, he did fall to the ground, though, which is perfect. He tried to tackle me, but he missed, and he fell down. So I can't kick him, unfortunately, but I can do a big surge of attack here and try and kill him now while I've got the chance. So let's do that. Okay, so I did manage to hit him. So he gets up, but he gets hit by my flurry of blows. So he's going to get hit multiple times here. So we do need a moment to recover, though, after doing this. So he's going to need a moment to recover as well. We cut him in the upper left arm. We grazed him in the chest with a shiv. And then we scratched his stomach with the shiv. So the shiv has fallen apart, unfortunately. And we're now into punching him. So we're going to have to wait. And he had to do the same thing anyway. Now, he has a crowbar. I do not want him to hit me with that if I can avoid it. So this is desperation mode here, but I'm going to have to do another flurry of blows here. And if I do not land here, I think I'm probably going to get cracked with the crowbar and probably die. So let's just hit him here again and hope that we manage to do a lot of damage. Okay. So, what happened? He hit me. He hit me in the upper right arm with a crowbar, and I am stunned and unable to move for a moment. And then I threw my flurry of blows, and I missed. So, now has the advantage big time. So, he hit me again. Right? Yeah. He hit me again. Hit me in the lower right arm, and I'm in minor pain and some activities are affected, so I have to wait again. He's going to probably hit me again. And this is another bad play through, unfortunately. So, okay, so he throws a flurry of attacks and hits me. And I'm sure I'm dead at this point, but let's just read everything that happens. So he's going to need a moment to recover. I'm going to need a moment to recover. So he hit me in the upper left arm. I'm in severe pain, and I have trouble concentrating. He hit me in the chest. He has then crushed my upper left arm, and I'm crippled in that arm. I'm unconscious. I've fallen to the ground, and I'm in unbearable pain. I'm dead. Okay. Let's see. Nothing happened there, and now I'm dead. So that was an extremely quick playthrough. So you see how hard this game is. It is ridiculous sometimes and how difficult it was. And honestly, I feel like that last playthrough we had was going so well, and it fell apart at that last bit. We had everything we needed to have to sustain a run. It just, unfortunately, we got it a little too late. And a lot of the things that happened to us in the early stages of the game really affected us. Now, there are some things that I could do to maybe try a different tactic with this, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to have to think about it, and we'll see. We'll see what I come up with. Really, the thing that I'm thinking, I still think that this setup that I just tried to do is the right one, because the medical one gives you a lot of options and it lets you know exactly what's going on as far as your state of being. Like, for instance, I have no idea how infected I am in normal circumstances, but if I have medical training, I do. So that can be pretty important. Now, granted, if you have no means to do anything about it, you have no means to do anything about it. So, that is a little bit of an issue. But, in any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.